The way you want to start a ball game off by calling a timeout because you only have 10 guys on the field.
Well, something was clearly out of place there. I think our offensive packages are based on our offensive sets are based on packages. We'll go in with receiver groupings. We know about the big guys. We'll send out 3 tight ends. We like to get a certain grouping of receivers together. And, clearly I think there was a little confusion on the sidelines of which package was supposed to be out there.
And Jordan Shoemaker, the junior out of Midlothian, is getting the start at left guard position. Shoemaker, of course, started the year at the position, then got hurt, and Jared Anderson did a great job of filling in. Shoemaker back in there at the left guard spot to start today's ball game. 3 receivers near side, Monroe to the far side. Sims will be at the left shoulder of Keenum, who walks up at the line of scrimmage, reverses the play call, and now we're ready for, the ball squirts back between his legs. It was a bad snap. Sims picks it up back at the 34-yard line, and boy, oh boy, the Cougars have not come out of the gates the way you wanted to, Ted. First, a penalty before you even snap the ball, and then Carl Barnett loses control of the wet football and rolls it back, and they lose 15 yards.
Well, we were talking in pregame about the advantages that rain gives the offense. The one disadvantage is a slick ball. The offensive line the center has to really make sure he gets a good snap.
Good snap this time. Keenum in trouble in the backfield. He'll float it out of the backfield, find Justin Johnson, 45, 40, 50, midfield into Memphis territory and down at the 33-yard line. Boy, did he make something out of nothing there. There was nobody home, and he found Johnson loose on the left sideline, floated the ball down the field, and Justin picks up nearly 30 yards.
Well, it's some great creativity. It almost looks like we were trying to set up a screen to the wide side. Justin Johnson goes to the opposite side. He's the release or the relief valve. Great completion by Case.
Back to the 33 in Memphis territory. 1st and 10 running play for Sims. Starts to the right, tries to cut back and got short yardage. Cut down after a gain of 2, maybe 3 yards. Coming up from the secondary, the free safety Alton Starr to make this tackle. They'll spot him just shy of the 30-yard line. We'll call it a 3-yard gain. It'll be 2nd down and 7. The Cougars right back at the line of scrimmage. Monroe to the far side. 3 receivers near side with L.J. Castile on the outside. Barnett covers the ball. Keenum from the shotgun. Looks, quick slant. Has Carrier at the 25 and dropped it. So Tyron's not had a good start after a 40-yard kickoff return. Didn't get on the field for the first play and now drops one right in his lap on a key 2nd down and 7 play. And right back at the line go the Cougars. They're not going to give Memphis any time to breathe whatsoever. 3 receivers go to the far side. Edwards is a solo on the left. 3rd down and 7 from the Memphis 30-yard line. Sims will be at the right shoulder of Keenum, who walks up to the line and changes the play. 3-man front for Memphis, dropping 8 in coverage. Running play for Sims, trying to turn the left end. Ducks inside the 30 and gets to about the 26-yard line, where he'll come up about 3 yards shy of the 1st down. And it looks as though the offense is going to stay on the field on 4th and 3 from the Memphis 26, and they are right back at the line of scrimmage.
Tom, Memphis is coming with it. It looks like a nickel package, but we all know that number 14, the backup safety, is playing one of the linebacker positions. So really this is base 43, and I think we're going to try to continue to run on that today.
2 to either side. On the outside is Edwards. He's inside the 20-yard line, has the 1st down as he gets his way down to about the 10-yard line. So no hesitation going for it on 4th and 3 and picking it up with ease as they get into the red zone. Inside the Memphis 10-yard line, they spot Edwards out of bounds at the 8. Pickup of 18 yards on the play. 1st and goal for Houston from the 8-yard line.
Well, a great completion, nice pitch and catch. Patrick's had a great season. Like to see him getting the ball.
See if Keenum can get touchdown pass number 32 here. 1st and goal from the 7. He relays a new play along. 3 receivers to the right. Keenum looks on the slant. Touchdown! Oh, he dropped it. Tim Monroe had it wide in his grasp, and when he got hit by Alton Starr, the ball popped loose. Oh, man, that's where you missed those strong hands of James Cleveland,
That's exactly it. That's exactly it. We've seen that a couple times this year. Boy, it's a close call. If he could just take one more step, boy, that's touchdown all the way.
2nd down and goal from the 7-yard line. 3 receivers to the far side. Castile on the near side. Sims in the backfield with Keenum. Case looks for Castile. Now going to roll to his left. Now throws in the end zone. Touchdown! L.J. Castile with a catch. For L.J., that's touchdown reception number 4. The Cougars have the early 6-0 lead.
Well, and what makes me so excited, Tom, we've got guys stepping up. Tim Monroe. How about Tim stepping up as a starter? Now we see L.J. Castile coming in, stepping up. These are guys that are excellent athletes, great contributors, and boy, you know, we might have a couple injuries. James Cleveland might be injured, but we just reload. We put another guy out there.
Matt Hogan will be on to try the point after out of Keenum's hold. Waiting for the snap. Ball back and down, kick up on the way, and Hogan's kick is good. So the Cougars take the opening kickoff and march down the field and score. It's Houston 7, Memphis nothing. You're back to Robertson Stadium following this for Academy Sports and Outdoors.
Hey, Houston Cougar football fans.
All clear.
Are you ready for some football?
What was the length on that touchdown pass?
Academy Sports and Outdoor store before each
What was the
U of H
length on that
home
touchdown
game
pass? How
and
many
register
yards?
to win a U of H tailgate
7,
package.
thank you.
Includes a Coleman grill, 4 tickets, a parking pass, and more. While you're at Academy, get your gear on with Cougs hats and tees in adult and youth sizes, tailgating gear, and more. Academy Sports and Outdoors, your official tailgate headquarters for Houston Cougar football. Go Cougs!
Attention all pet owners out there. Man's Best Friend is now a proud supporter of Cougar football, and we want you to show your school spirit. Stop by any of 3 Houston area Man's Best Friend locations and register your pet for the Pet of the Week contest. Get special offers on boarding, grooming, and training. Dress your pet in UH gear and you'll have a chance to win a Man's Best Friend prize package, which includes tickets to a Cougar home game, an autographed football, and a chance to feature your pet live at a UH home game. Visit mansbestfriend.com or call 713-932-6709 today.
10 seconds. Stand by, guys. And mics are up.
Started out as a fade route to LJ, but LJ was smart enough to keep his route going. Made a little curl out of it in case follow him right around and do a touchdown pass to him.
Well, that's what a veteran quarterback will do, and a wide receiver who's learning how to play that position. Want you to join us this Wednesday night from 7 until 8 at Bubba's Sports Bar and Grill, 6625 Washington Avenue, for our next edition of The Pulse with head coach Kevin Sumlin, presented by the Houston General Office of New York Life. Come on and hang out with the sponsors that support your Houston Cougars. It is The Pulse with head coach Kevin Sumlin. Yep, we'll celebrate Thanksgiving Eve at Bubba's Sports Bar and Grill, 6625 Washington Avenue. Chase Turner tees it up 30-yard line to the right. He will kick it away to Memphis. End over end. And running up on it is Marcus Hightower at the 11-yard line. 15, 20, 25, and down he goes. Coming up to make the stop, Carson Blackman at the 27-yard line. And that's where Memphis will take it 1st and 10, trailing by a score of 7-0 with 12 minutes and 40 seconds to play here in the opening quarter.
Tom, defensively, we got to get off the ball. It all starts at the line of scrimmage. They've got a big offensive line. I mean, they're just big everywhere. They've got big receivers, big guys everywhere, but it's all going to start with the D-line. Establish the line of scrimmage.
28-yard line is where they mark it. The quarterback is Will Hudgens, a senior, and alongside is Curtis Steele to his left. Fake to Steele. Play fake, flushed out of the pocket, throwing over the middle, looking for Duke Calhoun. Incomplete. Well covered there by Nick Sines. And the Cougars had that play bottled up from the very beginning, Ted.
Well, great deep pass rush. Boy, our guys are firing off the ball, doing a great job. You know, Tom, a lot of people don't know about Will Hudgens, their quarterback, 6'4", 225. This is his 6th year of eligibility. 6th year of eligibility. The guy sat out his first year before he even was a freshman because he had a torn ACL.
Running play for Steele, trying to bounce outside to the right. Got around the corner, 30, 35. Flag is down. We're going to get a holding call as Calhoun had a hold of Brandon Brinkley, and that's what allowed him to get around the corner on the outside. But this one's going to come back as the flag went down at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, Brandon definitely would have made the tackle there,
First
but
down
it's a little
for the
difficult.
Tigers.
It's a little difficult when the receiver's got his hands on the outside of your jersey, on your shoulder.
Yeah, and saying, you can't go out here and tackle my guy. You have to stay inside.
Yeah, exactly.
David Smith is our referee. So the penalty gets walked off from the 30-yard line, mark it back to the 20-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 18 from that point after the holding call that negated what would have been a nice run by Curtis Steele up the near sideline. Memphis will send 3 receivers to the far side. Flanking out the tight end, DeLeon Farr, along with Baker and Calhoun. Chris Singleton, the 6'9" wide receiver, to the near side. Hudgens empties the backfield, putting Steele in motion right. High snap. Now looks for Steele on the sideline, 25, and missed it. He was looking upfield because he was going to take a hit from Brinkley, and he went, whoop, I better not catch this football.
I'll tell you what, Brinkley had him dead to rights there. And really, if Brinkley kind of backs off, he might have had an interception that could have gone into the end zone. But a nice package defensively. We come with a 3-man front there. A little twist on our traditional 4-3 defense. I like what the coaches are doing. They dropped Tyrell Graham into coverage there. I love that.
So now it's 3rd down and 18 from back of the Memphis 20-yard line. Slot to the far side, Singleton near side. In motion comes Baker from left to right. Hudgens looks this way, finds Baker at the 23. Brinkley's got him, and he will not let him go at the 26-yard line. Short gain. When you got 18 to go, you'll give up 6 anytime to get the football back. Well played by the Cougar defense.
That's exactly right. That's just good defense, folks. That's a classic example of it. Textbook. Hey, don't let them get anything big. Keep it all in front of you and really come up and make a sound tackle. I wouldn't throw it at Brandon Brinkley's side, though.
Matt Reagan, who's averaging nearly 46 yards a kick this year, a Ray Guy semifinalist, will stand back just inside his 10-yard line to kick it away to A.J. Dugat, who stands back at the Houston 30. Very interesting punt formation. These guys are split way across the field. Reagan will go semi-rugby style and hit it end over end. Short hits across midfield at the Cougar 40, at the 35. And will roll down to the Cougar 30-yard line where it will be covered up. It was effective and it got no return, but the Cougars will have the ball when we come back to Robertson Stadium. 11-11 to play here in the opening quarter. It's the Houston Cougars 7, Memphis Tigers nothing. This is Cougar football on the Houston ISP Sports Network.
You're clear.
Hey, Cougar fans, when your team went looking for a catering company to feed a bunch of hungry football players and coaches, they called Damaris Catering, a family-operated business for over 40 years and Houston's 3rd largest catering company. Damaris Catering exceeded all their requirements, and they'll exceed yours too. Whether you need catering for an office luncheon of 5, a holiday gathering for 50, a formal seated reception of 500, or you need to feed 5,000 hungry fans, Damaris Catering can do it all. From backyard barbecue to filet mignon. From no ties to bow ties, Damaris Catering has the selection and the experts that will create a custom menu and experience for any event. Remember, when you need catering, think Damaris. That's DEMERIS. DEMERIS.com. Damaris Catering, the preferred catering company of UH
15
Athletics.
seconds, stand by.
Go to Damaris.com.
Mics are up.
Chronicle classified and now Kango classified. That's K-A-A-N-G-O. Kango runs every Thursday at the Chronicle and online at KangoHouston.com. Get your free online ads. Kango your clutter and keep the cash. Houston with a 7-0 lead has the ball back 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line. Keenum with shotgun formation, 3 to the right. Now Carrier comes in motion left. Cross action in the backfield. Set up the screen out of the backfield for Sims with blockers. 30, 35, 40, 45 midfield into Memphis territory. It'll be dragged down near the Memphis 40-yard line. Up to make the tackle from the secondary for Memphis was Marcus Ball out of the secondary, but not before the screen pass to Charles Sims knocks him out of bounds to the 39-yard line for a gain of 31. 1st and 10 Houston, right back at the line. Keenum swings it out for Edwards, looking for a block, doesn't have one, slipped through one tackle and did a great job to get back near the line of scrimmage at the 40-yard line. Carrier could not make the block, and that allowed Darius Davis to come up and make the stop for a loss of 1 on the play.
Well, the 2-play combo there. First off, we're taking what they're going to give us. If you're going to, try and pin your ears back and have a heavy pass rush, we're going to screen you to death. That's a great execution. And then following up there with a pass to the flat, I think we're going to try to just take what they're going to give us.
2nd down and 10 over the middle. They have a man. It's Monroe at the 20, still on his feet, 15, and down to about the 13-yard line goes Tim Monroe, coming on a little post pattern across the center of the field from the slot right, and Keenum hit him in stride. And the gain on that play is nearly 28 yards.
Tim Monroe is one of these guys that would be starting pretty much at any team in this conference. And what a great team player, a senior. Glad to see he's having some success here towards the end of the season.
27 officially on the gain. A running play for Sims over the left side. He's inside the 10, bounces off to the 5. Touchdown! Charles Sims bounced off the pile at the 5-yard line, danced to his right and scored, and the Cougars have opened up an early 13-0 lead.
Well, Tom, hey, we talk about yards after contact. That's what makes Sims such a special runner, is he can take a hit now. He doesn't just fall down when a linebacker delivers a blow on him. He keeps the legs moving, and he gets into the end zone on a second effort there.
Cougars going 70 yards in just 1 minute. A 4-play drive. Hogan to try and tack on the point after movement at the line of scrimmage as Hogan puts the point after try up and through. This one may have to be retried 5 yards further back. False start on the Cougars.
70 yards in a minute, Tom?
Yep. 4 plays, 70 yards, took exactly a minute. They took over possession at 11-11. It's now 10-11 left in the game.
We kind of took our time on that drive. if we took a whole minute to get down the field, 70 yards, it's...
Hogan on the season, 19 out of 20 on point after tries since taking over the job following the Tulane Bowl game. He'll now try this one from back of the 15-yard line. Keatum sets it up for him, and Hogan puts it up and through the uprights. The 5 yards had no effect. And our new score, Houston Cougars 14, the Memphis Tigers nothing. You're back to Robertson Stadium after this for Administaff.
If you run a small business, especially these days, it can be tough just to keep up. That's why I have Administaff. I'm Tony Joya, Chairman and CEO of Togo's Eateries, and I've been an Administaff client since 2007. Using Administaff's complete menu of HR services saves me hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. Administaff is a big part of Togo's success.
Let's get started on your success.
Are your stat monitors still out?
877-273-6007.
Yeah, see, it's whatever it is, it's carrying over to Game Tracker and all that stuff because I don't have any of that stuff here. Yeah, I think it's all linked together. So how long was that run for Sims?
Done quickly and cost-effectively. With over 400 locations nationwide and 24 convenient Houston locations,
just trying to label these highlights right here. We rent a broad range of equipment
to all size contractors, homeowners, and do-it-yourselfers. Call 1-800-NO-SWEAT for the nearest location or visit us on the web at sunbeltrentals.com. What are you waiting for? Get it done. Rent it now.
All right, here we go. Stand by. And mics are up.
The UH Bauer College of Business Alumni Spotlight is on Zelon Lee, senior fellow at Texas Instruments. Zelon Lee, a 1989 MBA graduate, serves on the Dean's Executive Board at Bauer. Bauer College salutes our outstanding business leaders like Zelon Lee. And for more information, you can go to www.bauer.uh.edu for the Bauer College of Business. Houston Cougars, 4 plays, 70 yards in 1 minute. Have opened up an early 14-0 lead. Charles Sims with a 13-yard touchdown run, his 6th rushing touchdown of the season. Chase Turner will kick it off for the Cougars. Back deep for the Memphis Tigers will be Marcus Hightower on the near hash mark. And Curtis Johnson will be at the far hash. They stand at around the 10-yard line as Turner kicks into the wind here, which is blowing at about 15 miles an hour from north to south. Pretty good kick by Chase. Hightower for the 9-yard line to the 15, breaks outside right, 20, 25, now tries to go back inside, and down he goes. Special teams play made there by the Cougars. Jeremy Longstreet, backup linebacker on special teams, seeing some action. And we're starting to see some of those new names because of all the injuries the Cougars have had at the linebacker spot, Ted. We see new players filter into the special teams as well.
Absolutely, and really special teams is the best place to help these guys cut their teeth. You got to handle running down the field full speed, change of direction, making a tackle in the open field. That's why you see so many linebackers that play special teams. It's a great way to give those guys a lot of work. But in general, your defensive backs as well. You want to get them out there and have them covering kicks, get them ready.
Well, I think we had a penalty marker down on the field that I did not see. And Chuck Brown, were we offsides?
Yes, sir, we were offsides. And Ted, as you well know, after you've just sprinted about 60 or 70 yards, it's really hard to come back and do it twice. So everybody's got to stay in their lanes and be conscious.
That's exactly right.
Well, that's for normal teams, but for Larry Jackson coach special teams, and strength and conditioning coach, they can run another sprint.
They can.
Why don't you get out there and try it after you got just hammered, guys?
Hey, Tom and I hadn't been training with Coach Jackson.
Oh,
okay,
yeah,
if
I'm
we
sure
were.
y'all
we've been at it,
Tom
man.
and I
You've been
could-
at it, huh?
That's it.
Oh, okay. I got you.
We've been pumping iron, boy. All right, so we'll do it all over again, this time for the 25-yard line. Turner will set everybody up. And now Hightower will be at the 15-yard line. Johnson on the far side. He'll be up at about the 18. Chase says he's ready. Everybody try and stay on side, please. They do. Chase hits it. Hightower waits from the 13. Going to the center of the field, 20. Looking to get outside. He will not get to the 25-yard line. Devin Mays, first one there. Tim Mercer as they throw him back at the 24. So they lost a yard on the exchange. How about that?
What a roll of the dice there, right? And great coverage, Chuck. How about that? Running in your lanes, Devin Mays, one-on-one, makes a great open field tackle and really just holds him up long enough for old Tim Mercer to come in there and do the old cleanup.
Stood behind them down here. I'm going to tell you what, they did it perfectly. You run down about 30 or 40 yards, you start squeezing. They did a great job.
Well, they officially mark it the 25, so no difference on the second kick except a few minutes off the clock. So 1st and 10 for Memphis from their own 25. Hudgens with a play fake, looks to throw over the middle, deflected, intercepted, dropped. Oh, Carson Blackman had it right in his lap after it was deflected by DeLeon Farr, the tight end. He's 6'8". He deflected it with his hand, and it was right in the lap of Carson Blackman at the 48-yard line, and he slithered to the turf, incomplete. Oh, Carson.
Our guys have had the worst luck. I could tell you that they spend a lot of time in the warm-up period of practice, doing catch drills. They do it on purpose to help these guys get used to catching the ball. Nice try there, Carson.
Running play for Steele, hit by C.J. Cavness at the line of scrimmage, and he drags forward for a couple of yards up to the 27. But Cavness was all over it. Steele was going to try and go over right guard, saw there was nothing there. And when he went to the cutback lane, filling the cutback lane perfectly, the linebacker C.J. Cavness for a gain of 2.
The linebackers are doing a good job, and it all starts up front. Linebackers are doing a great job, but if it weren't for this D-line firing off the ball and establishing a new line of scrimmage a yard deep, we wouldn't have the success.
3rd down and 8 for the 28-yard line. Here comes Hudgens looking to throw for Calhoun. Too tall at the 37-yard line. Blackman couldn't get there for the deflection this time off his fingertips, but a 3-and-out for the Cougar defense, and the offense is going to get the ball back again.
Well, it's surprising, and when you see Hudgens, he's a good quarterback. He can throw the ball well. I don't know if it's maybe it's because it's wet. I'm not quite sure what it is, but when you're throwing to a guy like Duke Calhoun, he's their small receiver at 6'4", 205. You're really off the mark.
So Reagan will be on the punt again. A.J. Dugat standing back at his 32-yard line to await this one. 9 minutes and 16 seconds to play in the opening quarter, and the Cougars have had it their own way, leading 14-0. High snap, rugby-style kick to the right. It's a wobbler. Dugat lets it hit, tells everybody get out of the way, and Memphis will cover it. They've touched it back near the 30-yard line. They'll down it at the 24, but the official threw his beanbag up near the 30. So I'm thinking that's where it first made contact, perhaps. Well, they're holding it at the 23-yard line. And I guess maybe there wasn't contact, but I clearly no. There
right.
They go, back at the 30-yard line. That's where it goes. So the punt by Reagan is 43 yards, and the Cougars are right back on the attack. 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line, leading 14-0 with 9:04 to play here in the opening quarter. Keenum will go to the far side with E.J. Smith, Tyron Carrier, and Chaz Rodriguez. On the near side, Edwards. Now empty backfield as Sims comes in motion left. 3-man rush for Keenum with protection. Over the middle, floats it. Rodriguez across midfield at the 40 and down at the 38-yard line. Chaz Rodriguez before he's tackled by Marcus Ball.
That's good pass route. So first it starts with the offensive line getting their block, but then it's all about running clean pass routes, and there was multiple options on that play with Patrick Edwards available in the middle. Nice pass going to the second level by Case.
32 yards on the completion. Toss sweep right for Sims. Ducks inside and gets inside the 35 to the 33-yard line for a gain of about 4. Sims got out of the corner, made a little shake and bake move, and darted inside a little hole, ducked under a couple of people, picked up 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6. Cougars running people on and off the field. Rodriguez and Monroe go to the far side. Carrier and Edwards on the near side. 2nd down and 6 from the 33. Cougars almost got them to jump at the line of scrimmage. Now Case will walk his way back up to the line and change the play. Now he's got everybody set. Run for Sims with room up the middle inside the 30. He'll have the first down inside the 28 and close to the 27-yard line. So Sims on back-to-back carries picks up 11 yards. It'll move the sticks for Houston.
Well, with the leadership of a guy like Carl Barnett, you look at Chris Thompson, Jarvay Dean. These guys are having a great game already, really establishing it on the offensive line of scrimmage.
On 1st and 10 from the 27, Keenum dumped it over the middle. May have been deflected. Big number 99 was in there in a hurry. That's Tim McGee. I don't know where they find these guys. These guys are huge. They got I've never seen so many 6'6", 6'7", 6'8", 6'9" guys. I guess they're leftovers from Mike Davis's basketball team. 2nd down and 10 from at the 27. Keenum under center this time. Fakes the draw play to Sims. Now throws. Has his dropped at the 15-yard line. Wide open was Fendi Onaba, the converted basketball player, speaking of, who is 6 feet 6 inches tall. Right in Fendi's lap at the 15 would have been a first down. Incomplete pass will make it 3rd down and 10.
Listen, for a guy who hasn't played much football, he runs a good pass route. And I know a lot of these guys get a lot of work in practice and don't get a lot of balls thrown to them, but boy, that was wide open.
On 3rd and 10, Keenum looks to throw, has time, scrambles out of the pocket, now lofts it down the sidelines, and is it picked up? We got a penalty marker down. A diving interception attempt by Alton Stair if it holds, but we may have pass interference against Chaz Rodriguez, who got held up when Keenum launched the ball down the sideline. The discussion rages at the Memphis 15-yard line. David Smith talking it over with his crew. Alton Stair says he had the interception. If he did, it'd be his first of the season. Here's David Smith.
Holding on the defense, number 16. Penalty is 10 yards, automatic first down.
Deontay Lamar with holding against Chaz Rodriguez, which is why the ball fell into no man's land and where Starr was able to come up and make the supposed interception.
Well, they're coming with really it's man two, where you've got 2 safeties out there, but you're playing a little man coverage underneath. He realized that if he didn't grab Chaz, it could have been trouble. It might have been 6.
Might have been another 6, right. So move it to the 17-yard line. New set of downs for Houston. 1st and 10. They lead 14-0 here in the first quarter. Empty backfield. Keenum looks, throws it on the outside. Edwards looking for blocking. Flag is down. He'll get to the 10, and down he goes. Tackle made there by Winston Bowens. We may have offensive holding now against the Cougar offensive line this time.
Yeah, it's a little challenging when you're in tight field like this, and you.
Number 74 on the offense.
Yeah. Yeah, it's we're this far down the field. We run a nice screen play into the flats. Patrick is really trying to weave through the line to try and get some yardage there, and it's a little tempting when you get a big offensive lineman lined up on a safety. He puts a quick move on you. You kind of just want to grab him.
So mark it back at the 27-yard line in Memphis territory. 1st down and 20. Keenum will have a back to either shoulder on 1st and 10. Play fake in the backfield. Looking, now drops it off. Has Sims at the 30, at the 25, at the 20. Steps inside 15 to the 10, and down he goes there. Charles Sims picks up 17 and a first down. Winston Bowens makes the tackle along with Marcus Ball, but not before. Well, check that. Because of the penalty, he picked up 17. He needed 20, so it'll be 2nd down and 3.
He's so quick, Tom. I don't know if there's many guys out there that can turn on the full-speed blast as quickly as he does, and being a running back, but what a fantastic play to get the extra yardage.
So now it's 2nd down and 2 from the 10-yard line. Justin Johnson goes in motion right to empty the backfield. Keenum looks on the slant. Monroe, this time he catches a touchdown. Tim Monroe held on this time. Same pattern before. This time Monroe makes the grab, and the Cougars have the lead at 20-0.
Boy, it's a pleasure to see the offense. This Cougar team has really kind of had the ups and downs. Last week had a hard time getting into the rhythm. Boy, Case is just hitting on all cylinders right now. And really without our big guns in there catching every ball. Usually we see old 19 catching every ball, or 35. When you can reload with other guys like Tim Monroe, it's awful nice.
Hogan to try and tack on another point after. Movement again at the line of scrimmage. Flags are down, and Hogan's kick is good. And now let's check the penalty. Case is saying if it's on them, we don't want it unless we can have it on the kickoff.
On the defense, number 33. Penalty is declined. Try is good.
So there you have it from referee David Smith. And just like that, the Cougars have had the ball 3 times, and they have scored all 3 times. This time, a 10-yard touchdown pass. Case Keenum to Tim Monroe. For Monroe, that is his 2nd touchdown catch of the season. For Keenum, that is his 33rd touchdown pass of the campaign. And the Cougars have upped their lead to 21-0. And 6 minutes and 50 seconds remain here in the opening quarter. The Harris County Federal Credit Union, proud sponsor Cougar Athletics, offers online banking and bill pay, Visa debit cards, low minimum monthly balance, and interest-bearing checking accounts. Visit their website today at hcfcu.com for more information. The Harris County Federal Credit Union. And for your employment expertise, Core Staff is a Houston MVP. Score a touchdown with their expert staffing service. Team up with a convenient Houston location, including one on the main campus. It's corestaff.com for all your information. 7 plays, 70 yards, 2 minutes and 14 seconds. The Cougars' latest scoring drive, making it a 21-0 game. And this is exactly what you wanted to do to a 2-8 team, Ted. It was put them on their feet, not give them any sense of this could be the day.
Well, you have to get them out of their game plan. You know, there's a lot of advantages to really stepping on them and kicking hard. And when you can get up 21-0, you know, they can't play conservative football now if they want to try to catch up.
Kick by Turner goes to Hightower at the 8 to the 15, looking left sideline, 20, has some blocking, 25, 30, tripped up, nice tackle. Tim Mercer from behind saying, no, you thought you were getting to the sideline, nothing doing, not on my watch, buddy. And they'll mark him down at about the 35-yard line. So a pretty nice return that time for Hightower, but a good tackle by Tim Mercer on special teams. And Memphis will go to work with 6:43 left here in the opening quarter, already trailing 21-0.
Well, number 12 making a big play out there on those kickoff and punt teams. Nice to see it.
Wildcat formation. Steele takes a direct snap. He's going to try and run off the right side. Got across the 40 and out to about the 45-yard line before they say he finally touched down. When he first went down, he rolled off a Houston player. And so Curtis Steele picks up 11 yards in the Wildcat formation for the first down of the ball game for Memphis.
Well, I'm sure that they've seen that we've struggled against the Wildcat a little bit this year. So, you know, obviously the first new formation or the first new thing that we've seen, I expect we'll see more of that from this Memphis team.
Cougars already with 191 yards of total offense in the first quarter. 1st and 10, Hudgens back in. Sends Cam Baker in motion left to right. Running play, trying to come off the left side and hit in the hole, then dropped by C.J. Cavness at midfield is the running back T.J. Pitts. He's the backup to Curtis Steele. Pitts, they'll give forward progress to the Houston 49 for a gain of 5. It'll be 2nd down and 5 for Memphis.
And some good run support from number 41, Nick Sines there from the safety position. It's always an added value when you can have a guy like that step up and help in run support like a linebacker.
Calhoun to the far side, Baker and Singleton to the near side. The back is Pitts on 2nd and 5. He's got the handoff looking for room and doesn't find much. Trying to stay on his feet and drive forward. He'll get close to the 45-yard line. Pick up a 3. Stewart was there to polish him off, but the guys at the bottom of the stack were Tyrone Campbell and Marcus McGraw. 3-yard game. Memphis with their first 3rd and short of the game. 3rd down and 2 coming up for the Houston 46-yard line.
Well, this is where Isaiah Thompson and David Hunter earn their scholarship. It's plays like this, block up the middle of the field.
Wildcat formation, Steele the running back. He'll have the first down, broke through Sines, fumbled the football, and fell on it at the 35-yard line. He broke through Sines' tackle, but as he did so, Nick ripped the ball loose. It popped out, but bounced right into his arms as he fell to the turf at the Cougar 35-yard line for the first down.
Well, I think one thing that our Cougar defense has improved on this year is tackling. Year over year, I think we're much better at tackling this year than we were last year. I think an example of that would be Brandon Brinkley.
Yeah.
But the ability for Nick to come in there while he's tackling to try to strip the ball, that's just smart. That's somebody who works at tackling a lot.
Slot to the far side. Hudgens back in. Running play for Steele. Trying to go outside right. Brandon Brinkley came in for the corner to make the first contact. Had some help from David Hunter as they put him down after a gain of about 4. They'll mark him at the 31-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 6 for the Tigers.
That's a good hit by Brandon. Being the force out there, that's that boundary corner we've told you about this year. Really the way the defense gets set up is you really want a guy out there who's going to act just like a linebacker, who can really bring the wood when they sweep to his side.
Hudgens back in the ball game, throwing it on the outside for Calhoun. Wide receiver screen. He's inside the 30. He'll be stood up and wrestled down by McGraw and friends. They'll give the forward progress to the 27-yard line, 4 more yards. And again, Memphis will have a 3rd down and 2, this time for the Cougar 27-yard line.
Well, I think the Cougars did a good job gang tackling on that play. When you throw it to the flat like that, it's really 1 or 2 breaks away from being could be a touchdown. So good job by getting out there. And really it starts with Jamal Robinson really closing it up out there at his cornerback position.
Slot to the near side. Wildcat formation. Steele in the backfield looking for running room. Has the first down. Broke a tackle 20, 15, 10, and down to the 8-yard line before Carson Blackman can finally wrestle him down. Looked as though the Cougars might have had him right near the first down marker, but he broke through the tackles there and picked up an extra 10 yards.
Well, that's it. Steele really showed us what he's all about. This is a good running back, 6 foot 190. Curtis Steele, he's a guy that's been around. He's a senior. He's a good running back. He's one of the top runners in Conference USA. He obviously likes to use spin move to get away from tackles. He did 3 of them right there.
He'll go from the Wildcat formation for the 1st and goal at the 7. This time not much doing as he got forward on the right side for a couple of yards to the 5-yard line. David Hunter covers him up at that point. A short gain of 2. 2nd down and goal coming up for Memphis as we hit the 3-minute mark here in the opening quarter. Houston with a 21-0 lead.
Well, this Memphis offensive line is just a load. We've talked about it, but these are 300-pounders, 310. And, like I said about our inside guys, Isaiah Thompson and David Hunter, they've got a big task ahead of them today to battle these guys, but so far so good.
Hudgens will go in the backfield. He'll have the full T in the backfield with 3 men across. Hudgens, play fake, looking to throw, floats it over the middle, incomplete, penalty marker down. Marcus McGraw was tied up with Duke Calhoun about 3 yards deep in the end zone, drawing the penalty marker as Hudgens was trying to go on play fake, run that strong straight T formation, 3 men straight across to the 10-yard line. You don't see that very often.
No, you don't see the old T formation. I'm a little surprised by the signal here, although I guess it's a illegal push. I don't know what they call, but pass interference, it's got to be a catchable ball, doesn't it?
One would think, but they're saying, well, because McGraw had him down on the ground, the guy's 6'4", he might have been able to go up and get that. So mark it at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal with a new set of downs for Memphis, trailing 21-0, 2:31 to play here, opening quarter. Wildcat formation with Steele, the direct back, but there are 3 wide receivers. Steele's going to take it, look for room up the middle, and in the end zone goes Curtis Steele for a touchdown. Curtis Steele just looked for some daylight, found it over the left guard position behind Joel McLeod, the center Brad Paul, and got in the end zone for Memphis' first score of the game. 10th rushing touchdown of the season for Curtis Steele. Makes it a 21-6 ball game with 2:27 to play here in the opening quarter. And now Matt Reagan, who does all the kicking, is on to try the point after. Brett Toney, a backup quarterback, will be the holder at the 10-yard line. Conference USA has a couple of these guys do all the kicking. It used to be you ever see that anymore, and now you're starting to see that come back in the game. Point after try by Reagan is up and through. And so Memphis drives 65 yards for their first score of the ball game. They take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 plays to do so. 9 plays, 65 yards. And let's see what my Cougar math can tell me. 4 minutes, 3 and 16 seconds is what it took them. 4:16. 9 plays, 65 yards, 4:16. Since it's been one of those days. The rain, I guess, since this is our first bad weather game, has interrupted our wireless internet transmissions, trying to do stuff before the ball game with our studio, with our wonderful windows and siding studio back and on the Houston ISP Sports Network. That didn't work out very well. Now we don't have a stat monitor. I understand from people trying to follow the game on Game Tracker, that's not working. So, Game Tracker is up? Oh, how about that? Well, at least something's going on, right? Bubba's Sports Bar and Grill, 6625 Washington Avenue, your official watch party location for your Houston Cougars with a friendly staff and great atmosphere. No better place to watch the Cougs away from home than Bubba's Sports Bar and Grill. It's your official watch party location of Houston Cougar football. 21-7 our score. 2:27 to play here, first quarter at Robertson Stadium, John O'Quinn Field. And Enriquez will kick off for the second time today. End over end toward the far hash mark. Carrier at the 7-yard line will take it. 15, up the hash mark, 25. Bounced off a tackle and down he went. Kind of got run into by John McIntyre on special teams. Number 58 from Memphis on special teams is Lester Lawson. He kind of drove McIntyre right back into the path of Tyron Carrier and put him down at the 25-yard line. That's where the Cougars will scrimmage 1st and 10 with a 21-7 lead here. 2:22 left here in the opening quarter.
Well, offensively, the Cougs just need to get into a rhythm again, Tom. Nothing crazy. If they're going to give you the short passes and the screens, we've got to take it.
Keenum will have Monroe to the far side, 3 to the near side, and Sims on his right shoulder in the shotgun. 3-man rush. Keenum floats it over the middle behind Carrier, who is wide open at the 40-yard line. He had gotten between the levels of the zone defense of Memphis. He was wide open at the 40. In case puts that one on target, Tyron may be off and running.
Well, when you put 3 receivers into the wide side of the field, they actually have to balance out and put both of the 3 safeties on your side there. It will allow, if you run some crossing routes, it'll open up that short side of the field.
2nd down and 10. Keenum from the gun. Has time over the middle, and Monroe couldn't bring that one into the 25-yard line. He was being chased by the middle linebacker, Jamin Hughes, and he would have been off and running with him because he had a good step and a half on Hughes. All he has to do is catch the ball.
That's right, and what that shows us is Case is making the right decisions. He's putting the ball in the hands of the mismatches. It's all about matchups. You want to see a receiver being covered by a linebacker.
So on 3rd and 10, Keenum with a 4-man rush this time. Steps up in the pocket. He may tuck it now. Shuttles it out to Sims at the 30, and he'll be bulldogged down at the 31-yard line. Coming up to make the tackle is Duron Furr. The free safety that Ted alluded to in the pregame. He's a backup free safety, but with some size at 6'3", 225. They got him playing for the injured linebacker Greg Jackson. He makes the stop at the 31, and the Cougars will have to punt it away for the first time today.
Yeah, not a great series there. We really weren't able to take advantage of what they were giving us. You just have to get into the rhythm. Ours is very much a rhythmic offense.
Turner to punt. Chris Hobbs standing back at his own 27-yard line. Good snap to Chase Turner, and the senior from Friendswood puts this one high in the air into the wind. And it'll be fair caught by Hobbs at the 34-yard line in Memphis territory. But a nice job by Chase. Got it nice and high. Didn't get the distance he wanted on it because he hit it up high into the wind, but got good coverage from his special teams. Let's go on the sideline for Chuck Brown. Chuck.
Yeah, you're talking about getting in rhythm, but Case has put the ball on those 3 guys' hands about 3 times, and you can't put it any better. They've got to make plays and make the catches, guys. We're still running down the sidelines if those guys catch those footballs.
You're right, Chuck. You are absolutely right.
So the 1:18 to play here in the first quarter. Cougars lead 21-7. Memphis has it. 1st and 10 at their own 34 after the 35-yard punt by Chase Turner. Hudgens in the shotgun with Pitts on his shoulder, sweeping to the left. And he'll be bulldogged down from behind. Marcus McGraw is the first one to come up and make contact and wrestle him down near the 40-yard line. They'll spot him at the 39. Pickup of 5 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 5 coming up for Memphis as we go under a minute to play here in the opening quarter.
Well, they just kind of did a little zone block there. I think that they probably saw in film that we've had ups and downs against the zone block scheme. But again, it's all starting at the line of scrimmage. D-line, fire off the ball and reestablish a new line of scrimmage to mess up the play in the backfield.
Steele checks back in at the running back spot. Brian Hull now in at a wide receiver spot, slotted up to the near side. On 2nd and 5, Steele with a running play. Looking for room, broke through at the 40. And he'll have the first down as he gets across the 45 and down at the 46-yard line before Sines comes up to make the tackle. But again, Cougars had good penetration at the point of attack, but Steele was able to bounce off the pile and pick up the first down.
Yeah, Steele's a shifty runner, uses a lot of cutback, and in that case, again, he did a couple spin moves again, and those are hard. When the player starts spinning and you've got a hand on him, it immediately will break that if you have anything less than your arms wrapped up around him.
3 receivers to the near side. Singleton to the far side on 1st and 10. Swing it out and covered up nicely. What a great job by Phillip Stewart as he comes up to get the intended receiver on the play, Stephen Joachim. There's a penalty marker down on the far side of the field. But they put 3 receivers this way, wanted 2 to block, and throw the ball out to Joaquim, who's the secondary receiver on the play, and Philip Stewart was all over it.
On the offense, not enough men on the line of scrimmage. Penalty is 5 yards. Replay, first down.
Well, they didn't have 7 men at the line of scrimmage, only 6 at the line of scrimmage. That's an illegal procedure penalty, so mark the ball back to the 41. And it'll be first down and 15 with 5 seconds and counting here in the first quarter. And Memphis, I don't believe, realize the clock is going. Now they do. They're just going to say, let's run it out, and 15 minutes will be come and gone. So a good 15 minutes for the Houston Cougars. They score the first 3 times they put their hands on the ball. It's the Houston Cougars 21, Memphis Tigers 7. Second quarter action comes your way from Robertson Stadium after this from Blue Cross Blue Shield of Texas.
They provide me with the ability to rest at night knowing that they will assist me and be there for me. This is Rich Creekon, and I have individual health care coverage through Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Texas. Working for myself necessitates me going out and getting my own coverage the best that I can. Anytime I've had any questions, if I didn't get an immediate answer, it was within 24 hours or less. When I see the name Blue Cross Blue Shield,
here's kind of a humorous start of the third quarter score for you. Duke leads Miami 13-10.
In the event that I need them.
To learn more about how Blue Cross can help you with individual
start of the
coverage,
third quarter.
Visit our website
and it's in Miami. The game is in
or call 1-888-731-5970 or contact your local insurance broker. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Texas. Experience wellness everywhere. A division of Healthcare Service Corporation, an independent licensee of the Blue Cross and Blue Shield Association.
All right, stand by. And the mics are up.
Well, we've played 15 minutes here at John O'Quinn Field, Robertson Stadium. Your Houston Cougars with a 21-7 lead over the Memphis Tigers. Some first quarter stats for you. Cougars had 197 yards of total offense, 84 for Memphis. Cougars were 2 of 4 on third downs. 0 of 2 on third down. Memphis was 2 of 4. Charles Sims, 5 carries, 31 yards and a touchdown. The leading rusher. Case Keenum, 10 of 16, 180 yards and 2 touchdowns throwing the football. Sims with 3 catches for 55 yards. Tim Monroe, 2 for 36 and a touchdown. That was a brief look at your first half statistics. And now as we start the second quarter, Memphis has the ball. It is 1st and 15 from their own 41-yard line after the illegal procedure penalty. Memphis now moving right to left in period number 2. Wildcat formation, give it to Steele, looking for room right. Nothing doing. First penetration was by Cavness, covered up by Stewart. The linebackers converge to cut it down at the line of scrimmage. No gain, 2nd and 15.
Well, really a great job at the end there by Zeke Reiser, number 90. You know, he's got the play is actually coming to his side. He's got to fight off a block and really sort of establishes the corner there, and that lets the linebackers come inside and out and do what they need to do.
2nd down and 15. Hudgens, the quarterback, back in. He'll have Pitts on his left shoulder. 3 receivers near side. Split out to the far side is Marcus Rucker. Pitts goes in motion that way. Hudgens hit as he throws over the middle for Rucker. Can't control at the 43-yard line. He was being shadowed by Cavness. Wasn't going to get any further even if he caught the football. Only a short gain on the play, so now it'll be 3rd down and 15.
Woo, and let me tell you, Tyrell Graham, that looked like Philip Hunt coming off the corner there. Boy, he came off the corner there. I'm sure Chuck saw it better than we did. He delivered a blow to that 6-year senior quarterback, Will Hudgens. Guy's been hurt more than most guys that play in Conference USA.
Yeah, that makes you say, why did I come back for my 6th year?
Exactly. I mean, come on. Why would you come back and play a 6th year if you're going to get hit like that?
Hudgens in the backfield sends Steele in motion to empty on 3rd and 15. He looks right, throws left, and overthrew his intended receiver, Calhoun, trying to set up the screen, but the Cougars had that one smelled out from the beginning, and they're going to get the ball back after a great defensive stand.
Well, that's a great defensive stand, and, you know, the Cougar defense had a tough year this year. You know, they played some great football teams. You know, when you see them play like this, you think, boy, they're really hitting on all cylinders, and it's great to see it at the end of the season.
So Rucker, or check that, Reagan on to do the punting, standing back at his 25-yard line. A.J. Dugat in Cougar territory at the 26 awaits it. It's the rugby-style kick and knocks that knuckleball out. It'll hit at the 30. And Dugat started to go for it and then thought better of it and backed away as the ball gets inside the 15. It'll be down to the Cougar 13-yard line. So what that rugby kick does, if you get your coverage team away and you kick into the opening area, it prevents any kind of return because nobody wants to hit that ball. It's bouncing crazy on the field. Timeout on the field, 14:02 to play in the first half. Cougars 21 and Memphis 7. Now this for the Bauer College Business.
From the pulse of the pride to the pulse
All clear.
of business leadership, the
Get an
University
ID
of
when we
Houston
come back,
CT
sir.
Bauer College of Business proudly salutes Cougar athletics. Our students are leaders on the field and in the classroom, bringing home bowl game victories, making their mark on the corporate world, and serving the greater Houston community. For more information about the UH Bauer College of Business, visit our website at www.bauer.uh.edu.
As a staffing champion in Houston, Core Staff scores a touchdown by teaming up with great people and great companies all over the nation. Some of the very finest right here in Houston. With over a dozen office locations across town, including one right here on the main campus, Core Staff is your winning team in the local employment scene. By keeping an eye on the ball, Core Staff is calling some of the great plays across the city and helping Houstonians work with all the possibilities. Contact them today at www.corestaff.com.
All right, don't forget that ID. Stand by, guys. Mics are up.
Identification on the Houston ISP Sports Network. On 1st and 10, sweeping left, Charles Sims looks for a block, and whoa, man, he got nailed at the 28-yard line. Big hit there by Deron Furr. Boy, did he put the lumber on Sims and just powered him to the ground after a 3-yard gain.
Form tackled him to the ground, but old Sims, tougher than nails, jumps right back up. He's still out there.
2nd down and 7 from the 28. Keenum looks to throw. Under pressure on the outside has been Rowe at the 35 with the first down across the 40 and out to the 42-yard line before he can be brought down there by Deontay Lamar and Ricky Holloway.
Boy, nice pitch and catch. Just a nice little out route there. Tim runs a great route. Case puts it on the money.
On 1st and 10, running play for Sims going left, cuts it inside across the 45 and out to midfield before he'll be brought down by Furr. This time Sims got the better of Furr as Furr had to go for the ankle tackle. Couldn't make a serious hit on defense. Gain of 8, 2nd down and 2 coming up right back at the line of the Cougars. And now does Memphis want a timeout? Yes, they do, because the Cougars were starting to put the fast break pressure on them. And say, we're gassed. We don't have the right people on the field. We need a timeout. So we'll take it with them. 12:57 to play first half. Houston 21, Memphis 7. Now this on the Houston ISP Sports Network.
All clear. $30 seconds, guys. All right, here we go. Stand by. And mics are up.
Want to help with UH's Tier 1 effort? Every UH Alumni Association membership counts towards the alumni giving percentage considered by most Tier 1 rankings. Do your part. Visit the website, mycougarconnection.com today to join. Cougars with a 2nd and 2 from midfield as we start. Play fake on the sweep, swing it out to Monroe at the 45 in Memphis territory, 40 and bumped out of bounds at the 39-yard line. But not before he picks up 11 yards in a 1st and 10. Tim Monroe making the reception, and Monroe having a nice game filling in for the injured James Cleveland. Picks up 11. Malcolm Jones on the tackle. Right back at the line are Keenum and the Cougars. 3 receivers to the right. In motion goes E.J. Smith. Keenum sets up the screen for Sims. Oh, and he got behind Jordan Shoemaker and couldn't catch the football. I don't know whether Jordan got delayed coming out to set up the screen or what, but they were close together, and Sims couldn't reach around him to find the ball.
Yeah, Sims was definitely in position to make, he had his lead blocker out there. Nice to see old big number 73 out there, but you got to kind of make that first connection in order to go get it.
2 receivers to either side. Sims in the backfield with Keenum. He says go in motion to the left and empty it. On 2nd and 10, 3-man rush, throwing. They find L.J. Castile inside the 35, fights through 1 tackle and gets forward to the 32-yard line. That'll be a gain of 7 on the play and leave the Cougars with a 3rd down and 3.
Well, they've got some great, big, huge receivers that are tough on their side of the ball. Well, I think we've got our fair share of them. Number 10 is one of them, boy. L.J. Castile coming out, really having a great game so far.
2 receivers to either side on 3rd down and 3. Empty backfield as Sims comes in motion right. Keenum now changes the play, gets the direct snap, looks, throws to his left, has Edwards, stiff arms his man, and has the 1st down at the 27-yard line. Ridden out of bounds there. The student body across the way wants a penalty marker on Deontay Lamar, but I did not see an official reach in his pocket for the yellow flag.
Well, we got the 1st down. I think that's the important thing, and nice to see Patrick going for extra effort there. Certainly don't want any injuries. Don't want anything to happen to him when he's getting thrown to the ground out of bounds.
2 tight ends in the ball game now as Chambers and Audubon come in. The deep back is Sims. Keenum under center. We'll give it to Sims over the left side. He'll get inside the 25-yard line and down to about the 22. That's a 4-yard gain for the young freshman out of Westbury. Last man off the pile for Memphis is number 91, and that would be Kellen Hurd. Put it at the 22-yard line, 2nd down and 6. Clock moving, 11.5 to play. First half, Cougars with a 14-point lead. Sims goes in motion left, empties the backfield, set up the screen for Dugat, dropped the ball at the 25-yard line. AJ was trying to take a peek, see where everybody was coming, see where he had some daylight. The young freshman, rule number 1 for a wide receiver, catch football. Rule number 2, tuck it away. Rule number 3, then run.
Yeah, definitely, and I think he was kind of taking a peek, no doubt about it. And I think he had it, too, to be honest with you. If he makes the catch, I think he might go.
Oh, yeah. So now it's 3rd down and 6. Keenum forced out of the pocket to his right. On the run, now throws. Has his man. Great catch by Tyron Carrier at the 11-yard line. Scooped it right up off the turf in front of Duran Furr, and that'll be a 1st and 10. What a connection by Keenum to Carrier.
Well, and we've talked about it before. When Case gets outside the tackles and starts scrambling, all the receivers, the rules are off. That's a great play by Tyron to make something happen.
Running play for Sims, hit at the line of scrimmage and dropped. Big number 99, Tim McGee, first one to make penetration. He got across the line of scrimmage and hit him in the backfield. Sims did a nice job to pick up a yard to the 10-yard line. 2nd down and 9 coming up. Cougars go right back at the line. 2 receivers on the near side, E.J. Smith and Chaz Rodriguez. Carrier and Castile go to the far side. Justin Johnson in the backfield now with Keenum, who'll go shotgun on 2nd and 9 from the Memphis 10-yard line. 3-man rush for Memphis. They drop 8 in coverage. Throwing on the outside is Castile at the 5, lowers his shoulder, and the ball goes out of bounds as he hits the boundary at the 5-yard line. They will spot him at the 4. L.J. Castile picks up 6 yards. Will leave the Cougars with a 3rd down and 3 from the Memphis 4-yard line.
I like what LJ tried to do, going for a little extra yardage there, kind of lowered his shoulder a little bit.
Yeah, he got himself a little stinger. He's shaking that right arm as he goes off.
I think so.
So now it's 3rd down and 3 from the 4-yard line. Keenum, play fake, over the middle, touchdown, Chaz Rodriguez. Deep inside, Marker's ball. Nobody home, and the Cougars are on the board again. It's now 27-7.
Well, what makes that play so successful, Case does a little fake handoff. It would be the Cougar version of a play-action fake. And then, almost like how you get burned by a tight end on that, we actually have an inside receiver who takes the exact same pass route, fake that handoff, and just lob it right in there for the 7.
Matt Hogan to try the point after for the 4th time today. Keenum on a knee just outside the 10. High snap, Keenum puts it down. Hogan puts it up and through. New score, Houston Cougars 28, Memphis Tigers 7. 10-10 to play first half. Back to Robertson Stadium, but first this for Fab & Co.
If you're concerned about fall protection at platform, ladderway, and mezzanine openings at your plant or manufacturing facility, you need to know the folks at Fab & Co., the safety gate company. As the world's leading manufacturer of self-closing industrial safety gates, Fab & Co. has been the choice of the Fortune 500 for more than 30 years. Easy to install, the Fab & Co. safety gate clamps onto any handrail in a matter of minutes and comes in a variety of finishes. If you'd like more information about Fab & Co. self-closing safety gates, call Sandy at 713-686-6620.
How long was that touchdown?
Learn at your facility.
The season is upon us.
4,
you can feel it and smell it in the air at Buffalo Wild Wings. The feeling is for football, and the smell is the aroma of those award-winning wings cooked perfectly and waiting for you on game day. Get to your Buffalo Wild Wings for Wing Tuesday, Boneless Wing Thursday, or any day for the best in big screen football. Buffalo Wild Wings in Rice Village, Midtown, Willowbrook, Royal Oak, and Sugarland. And coming soon to Greenway Commons. Buffalo Wild Wings, a proud sponsor of Cougar football. Buffalo Wild Wings. You have to be here.
And the mics are up.
Back here at John O'Quinn Field, Robertson Stadium, Houston Cougars with Case Keenum's 3rd touchdown pass of the day, this time a 4-yarder to Chaz Rodriguez, capping off a 14-play, 87-yard drive. Took 3 minutes and 52 seconds. Cougars up their lead over Memphis to 28-7. And hey, Cougar fans, are you geared up for the University of Houston's football season? Well, you better hurry. If you're not, be sure you stop by any Houston Area Academy Sports and Outdoors location and register to win the U of H tailgate package and get yourself into the game. Cougars having it their own way here in the first half. 4 touchdown drives for Case Keenum in 5 possessions. 3 touchdown passes, 1 TD run by Charles Sims. 28-7, Houston with the lead. 10-10 to play here in the first half. Chase Turner tees it up, 30-yard line to our left. He will kick to either Marcus Singleton at the 5-yard line far hash mark or Curtis Johnson at the 12-yard line near hash. Turner makes sure everybody's ready and now approaches the ball. Hits this one end over end. And it'll be Singleton from the 7-yard line. Up the hash mark, center of the field, 15. Coming near sideline, 20. Now trying to cut back, and down he goes. Mercer forced him to the inside where Monroe put the lumber on him. And down he goes to the 22-yard line.
Boy, great coverage there, and really great staying in their lanes and not letting the block push him out of the way. Old Mercer goes in there and really pins him in tight. That's great coverage.
Yeah, he got the outside. He was trying to first come out this way. He said, uh-oh, I got it covered on the outside, so I better try and go inside with it. When he did, the Tim and Tim show did a great job on the coverage there. 1st and 10, Memphis. They will go with Hudgens in the backfield with Steele, trying to sweep right side. 20, 25, 30. Lowers his shoulder, still on his feet across the 35 and out to the 37-yard line. Boy, he is finally brought down by DeAnthony Sims, but not before Curtis Steele picks up 15 yards and a Memphis first down.
Well, and that looked like, they had multiple options there. It almost gave it a reverse look, Tom, and really what they did is they just went wide on us with their second run option.
Play fake to Steele, throw on the outside, caught barely before Brinkley could come up, and they're saying no, dropped instead, intended for Cam Baker, and the rush was coming in from the outside. And Hudgens had to unload in a hurry, so incomplete pass makes it 2nd down and 10, still at the 37-yard line. 9:44 to play first half.
Well, the combination of Zeke Reiser bringing the heat and then Brandon Brinkley delivering the hit right when the ball got to the receiver, there was no chance.
2 receivers to either side. Steele on the right shoulder of Hudgens, who is shotgun. Cougars looked like they were going to shuffle up the front, but then Hudgens walked up from the shotgun to the line of scrimmage to change the play. Play clock at 1. He's not going to get it off. There's a delay of game penalty unless Tommy West got the timeout from the sideline. He did. He was the only one who saw the play clock running out. And it's a good thing for Memphis that he did. Otherwise, they'd be facing a 2nd and 15 as opposed to a 2nd down and 10 from the 37-yard line in Tiger territory. While we've got a moment, we want to thank all those fine folks listening to us today in our broadcast on the Houston ISP Sports Network. Our affiliates include in Beaumont, KLVI at 560 AM, Corpus Christi, KOPY at 1070 AM. In Lufkin, we're on the AM dial at 1260, that's KSML. In Waco, it's 1010 AM, KBW. In Stephenville, we switched to the FM band. That's at 93.1 for KSTV FM. And, of course, our flagship station in Houston is 790, the Sports Animal. We thank each of you for joining us on the Houston ISP Sports Network for Cougar football in this 2009 season. So Memphis back at the line after the timeout. 2nd down and 10 from their own 37. 2 receivers to either side. Hudgens shotgun. Stands and throws. Has his man Singleton driving forward close to the first down at the 47-yard line before Brinkley and Blackman team up to bring down the 6'9 wide receiver. But they're going to give him a gain of 11 out to the 48-yard line. It'll be a 1st and 10.
They've got big guys. They've even got a guy they've got lined up in the slot, and he's a tight end. They've got number 81, Devin Onarion, 6'8". I don't know. What is he about? 250?
250, yep. Whew. Running play for Steele, trying to go left in, and Blackman was right there on the corner and grabbed an ankle and put him down for a gain of maybe a yard to the 49-yard line. Very well played by Carson Blackman coming up for the safety, and Steele's taking himself out of the game, and Pitts will come out at the running back spot. Let's go on the field, Chuck Brown.
That round of applause you heard a while ago, guys. Case Keenum just broke the school record for touchdown passes at 92, guys.
Wow.
Did he beat some guy named Klingler?
I think so.
2nd down and 9 for the Memphis Tigers from their own 49. Running play for Pitts, hit in the backfield by Cavness and driven back to the 40-yard line. McGraw coming out to help out. They'll give forward progress to the 45, but that'll be a loss of 4. Cavness was all over that play and made the stop for a loss of 4.
Well, having deep penetration by Isaiah Thompson and really just the whole D-line really reestablishing the line of scrimmage, that lets the linebackers take care of that open gap, that open responsibility. And CJ just fires right through there and makes a great tackle.
So now it's 3rd down, 13 from the Memphis 45-yard line. 2 receivers far side. Hudgens looks that way, throws, broken up, incomplete. Coming up was Carson Blackman to get a hand on it. He was looking for Marcus Rucker. It'll be 4th down, and Memphis will have to kick it away.
Great play there, and a little surprising that old Marcus Rucker didn't make a better play on the ball. It almost looked like the ball hit him in the leg, Tom, and Carson just makes a great play. Good defensive coverage there by the Cougars.
Well, I think it was going down knee-high, and I think Carson got his hand in there and deflected that ball away. So on to punt is Matt Reagan. See what kind of the rugby-style kick will be this time. Dugat stands back at his own 20. Reagan gets a high snap. Ambles to his right, kicks it back to his left. It'll hit at the 30, bounce forward to the 20, to the 15. And at the 10, that's where Memphis will down it, at the 10-yard line. So all in all, he picks up 45, 46 yards on the punt, but 20 of that's roll.
Yeah, that's not a great kick. I'm still not sold on that. I've seen kids kicking in Little League a lot better than that.
8:03 to play here in the first half. Cougars lead 28-7. Will start 1st and 10 from their own 9-yard line. Keenum and company backed up deep in their own territory. They'll have a man to either shoulder in the shotgun. Play fake to Justin Johnson. Keenum going to launch the long ball. Looking for Edwards. Oh, he almost made a circus catch at the 45. Reached out with one hand, brought it to the body, but couldn't secure it. That was almost perfect. He was 10 yards behind everybody else. Oh, my goodness.
Well, what I find so amusing is when you look at the defense, you've got Laverace Edwards, number 19. He's a cornerback, pointing at the safety. Darius Davis, they're going, you got him. No, wait. I thought you got him on that one.
Nobody had him. He was 10 yards behind everybody, and that ball was just a whisker overthrown with the wind at Case Keenum's back. Second down and 10. Keenum again with cross action in the backfield. Throws it out to Johnson at the 10. Tries to lower his shoulder and drag his man forward. They will say he stepped out of bounds where? 14, 15-yard line. Will give Justin 6 yards on the play as he dragged his man, the defensive end, Josh Weaver, forward for about 3 of those yards. So the Cougars face a 3rd down and 4 from their own 15.
I just like Justin Johnson. He's so 6 foot 220. Love that.
Keenum looks to throw across the seam. It's Monroe. Have the first down over the 20 out to the 22-yard line before he goes down. And Weaver again chasing him as they drop the alignment into coverage. Also there was Duron Furr to make the stop, but not before Tim Monroe gets 7 yards in a Cougar 1st and 10.
They're trying to mix up their coverage a little bit, but Case is doing a great job of keeping everybody in control and everybody on the same page.
Running play for Johnson, or is it Sims? It is Sims. He'll be forward out to the 29-yard line. So the young freshman out of Westbury picks up 6 more yards from the 23 to the 29. It'll be 2nd down and 4 from that point as the Cougars go right back at the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers on the near sideline. One to the far side, Patrick Edwards. A back to either shoulder for Keenum. Play fake to Johnson. Now look over the middle. Has his man Rodriguez across the 40 out to the 43-yard line before he'll be covered up by the middle linebacker Jamin Hughes and Duron Furr. But not before the connection from Keenum to Rodriguez nets the Cougars 13 yards in a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
That's Case taking advantage of poor linebacker play. This Memphis linebacking crew is getting just torn apart.
Keenum lost it down the middle. It's Edwards, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Patrick Edwards. They connected that time, and again, 2 Memphis defenders looking at each other saying, who's got him? I got him. No, you got him. No, I got him.
Well, this time it was Darius Davis, number 4, the guy we told you about last time, and Brian Wright, number 46, cornerback. And both of these guys are just going, they're actually looking at each other as they're following behind Patrick into the end zone, getting ready to make up their excuse. But what a fantastic ball. Really, the touch is what makes that so great. Case puts just the right amount of loft on it for the touchdown.
4th touchdown pass of the day for Case Keenum, 35 on the season. That is touchdown pass number 4 of the year for Patrick Edwards. Hogan to try the point after out of Keenum's hold. Ball is up and through. And the Cougar scoring drive, 80, make that 91 yards. It took 6 plays. Capped off by a 58-yard touchdown pass. Case Keenum to Patrick Edwards. And let's see, 1 minute and 8 and 3. Took 1 minute and 11 seconds to go 91 yards.
Whew. I'm telling you, this is a high-powered offense.
It is rolling, rolling, rolling. Chuck Brown, can you keep track down there?
Hey, you better be glad it wasn't about 15 seconds.
Yeah, no kidding.
91-yard deal if he catches that.
Yeah, that first play,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's true. That's true. Defense be right back out there, right?
This is what it's all about, guys. But you have to do this every Saturday you come out and play this game.
Absolutely.
I don't care who you play. When you play them, you've got to do it every Saturday.
Jump
guys.
on them and keep them down.
That's right.
Buffalo Wild Wings, your big screen headquarters and a proud sponsor of Cougar football. Buffalo Wild Wings in Rice Village, Midtown, Willowbrook, Royal Oaks, Sugar Land. It's Buffalo Wild Wings. You have to be here. Cougars 35, Memphis 7. 6:52 to play first half as Chase Turner, who's been a busy guy, kicks it off again. High end over end, far hash mark. Singleton at the 5-yard line. Up the hash, going to the far sideline, 15-20. Tripped up. Mercer again, knifing through to take his legs out from under him. And down at the 24-yard line goes Marcus Singleton.
And good to see Marcus Williams, this is a freshman red shirt, number 33, coming in making a play. See, we're going to start calling some of these new names, Tom. Guys making plays out there. They're showing the coaches, hey, look, you can trust me to go out there and make a big play. That's how they earn their spot on offense and defense.
Joaquim and Ball come to the near side. Singleton will go to the far side. Hudgens in the backfield. He has Pitts to his right shoulder. Running play for Pitts, trying to come left with some room at the 25 to the 30 and drags Phillip Stewart forward out to the 31-yard line. Had some help at the very end from Carson Blackman and Jamal Robinson, but not before T.J. Pitts picks up. I'll give him 8 yards out to the 32-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 2.
Well, nice off-tackle running play there, and I'm still not quite sure why this Memphis team doesn't just line those big offensive linemen up and just run behind them. I mean, that's what I would do if I were these coaches.
In motion is Ball. Give the handoff to Pitts going left side, and coming up from the secondary was Signs, went right for his shins. Took him down. He got forward for the first down out to the 35-yard line. But nice work by Signs, finding the hole and going right for the shins of the running back.
Well, you have to have a great, the safety position is tough because you got to play the pass, you have to be fast, but you got to have a safety in this league who can come up and play and tackle the ball and play defense as well. Nick's a perfect example of that, a guy who will hit you like a linebacker, but he's fast enough to cover.
New set of downs for the Tigers, 1st and 10 from their own 35. Hudgens gives to Steele, who's back in, goes through left guard with a hole, 45 and out to the 49-yard line before Jamal Robinson can make the stop. Boy, he hesitated nicely, and then when he saw daylight, he was off and running, picked up 14.
Well, and a sure tackle there by Jamal Robinson, number 32. You don't want to see your cornerbacks making big tackles on the running back down the field like that. Just a little mix-up on the inside, but I do see the coaches are starting to rotate some guys in on defense already, so, we're seeing a couple guys who usually come in the game getting a rotation here.
I don't know if Tyrell Graham got his ankle twisted or came out of his shoe, but he comes out of the ball game. Hudgens throws on 1st and 10 for Steele. Hitting the backfield and down. Brandon Brinkley just drove Stephen Joaquin back right into Curtis Steele. A loss of a couple yards back at the 46-yard line.
Boy, and Brinkley just making a big play. Really would try to, why do you throw to his side or why do you even try to run to his side?
Don't they watch film?
All season long, Brinkley has just been one of the cornerstones of this defense.
Officially a loss of 2 back to the 47, 2nd down and 12. Hudgens from the shotgun, Steele to his right. 3 receivers come to the near side, and Marcus Rucker on the far side. High snap, give it to Steele with running room up the middle. Midfield 45, Cougar 40-yard line before he is bear hugged down there. Tackle made there by Kelvin King. But when your defensive lineman is making the tackle 15 yards down the field, that's not a good sign.
No, that's not. It's a zone block play. It's really a stretch where you're just trying to almost delay, as an offense, you're trying to delay the handoff. The play goes all the way to the left side of the field, but the play actually goes up on the right. Running back makes a great play.
Hudgens tries the wide receiver screen to the near sideline to Duke Calhoun, and Jamal Robinson is all over it. Loss of 3 yards back to the 43-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 13 as we hit the 4-minute mark here in the first half. Cougars lead 35-7.
Well, testing the outside of the field, really not having much luck at all right now.
Hudgens will go shotgun, 3 receivers right, Pitts to his right shoulder. Fakes the play call, now walks back up to the line of scrimmage with 12 on the play clock to get a new one from the sideline. Solo on the near side is Marcus Rucker. Running play for Pitts, trying to go around the left end. Nice tackle, Isaiah Thompson. Beat his man, the left tackle, Ronald Leary, and put the ball carrier down. They might give him a yard. Nope, right back at the 43. No gain, 3rd down and 13 coming up.
That's good pursuit. Kind of trying to stretch it back out to the outside again, but when your D-line gets deep in the backfield, it just completely messes the play up.
Rucker will be on the far side with Curtis Johnson and Stephen Joaquin. They'll line up with the tight end, DeLeon Farr, on the near side. Hudgens will be shotgun, Pitts will be at his right. Cougars fake blitz, now Pitts comes in motion left. Here they come on the blitz. Hudgens throws under pressure for Joaquin, got it, and held on at the 25-yard line. Blackman lowered the boom, and Joaquin is down. Oh, did Carson nail him right square in the center of the back as he went high to make that catch at the 25-yard line. What a great job by Stephen Joaquin to hold on to that football.
Yeah, really surprised that he was able to hang on to the ball. That's kind of what you call a kill shot. When the receiver's arms are reaching above his head, jumping in the air to make a catch. Well, you just rear back and deliver the biggest blow you can. Carson, you kind of live for that. Carson delivers a nice shot, and guys made the catch, though.
He found the loose spot in the secondary across the middle, deep enough for the first down at the Cougar 25-yard line, but his quarterback left him exposed up over the middle, and
Big
Carson
time.
Blackman just came right in there, just clean shoulder shot right square in the center of his back. Stephen Joaquin pops up, and they'll take him to the sideline. Attention all Houston fans, get live online audio and video coverage of your favorite Cougar sports, plus online video of select CBS College sports games, all from the comfort of your home or office. Log on to www.uhcougars.com/all access to subscribe now. So, new set of downs for Memphis at the Cougar 25, 2:48 to play first half. They trail 35-7. Hudgens running play for Steele, right side, 15, 10, 5. Curtis Steele got to the corner and in the end zone from 25 yards out. His second touchdown run of the game, and it's 35-13.
Well, they just got a little gap in there, and again, it's sort of a test for the linebackers. When that gap opens up, you got to fire through there and be ready to make a tackle. That's a tough one for the Cougar defense.
25-yard run for Curtis Steele for the score. Matt Reagan on to try to tack on the point after. Brett Toney is the holder. And they await the snap. Ball back and down, kick up on the way, and the kick is good. So Memphis goes 76 yards in 9 plays. It took 4 minutes and 10 seconds. 25-yard run by Curtis Steele makes our new score Houston 35 and the Memphis Tigers 14. So the Cougars will have one more chance with 2:38 left here in the opening half and 2 timeouts. That's plenty of time to go whatever distance for Case Keenum and company, Ted.
A couple times. We can do a couple laps here. It's a disappointing drive, Tom. That last one, we had them down 3rd and long. A lot of the discussion this past week, listening to Coach Sumlin on the radio this week and his interviews and everything was we got to get off the field on 3rd down.
Right.
That's disappointing because I think in general the Coug defense has done a good job today at really setting the tone and really dictating the type of play. They're taking away the outside of the field and they're forcing them to run up the middle, which is I think what we want them to do, but then we get a busted play and they make a big run.
Tyron Carrier and Devin Mays will drop back deep to await the kick from Paulo Enriquez. Enriquez has it teed up just inside the hash mark near sideline, 30-yard line to the right. Approaches and will hit a squibber. It'll hit at the 30, stay in the field to play at the 25. Carrier picks it up there looking for running room. Eluded one man, but down he goes to the 27-yard line. That was a pretty good kick if you can get that ball to hit on the ground and stay on its end and just spin around right there and not go any further.
Absolutely. Kind of like their punting strategy, although on kickoff it's really valuable because that's a live ball.
Let's go on the sideline. Chuck Brown. Chuck?
He kicked that with square grooves, man. He had a little too much backup on it.
Hold on. Square grooves are illegal, aren't they now, Chuck?
No, 2010, the groove rule changes for the USGA.
Okay. I wasn't sure if it was this year or next year.
All right, on 1st and 10 for the 27, Keenan to pass. Has Rodriguez at the 30. Ducks inside, gets to the 34-yard line before he goes down. Tackle made there by Jamon Hughes and Winston Bowens. Pickup of the play of 7 yards out to the 34, 2nd down and 3. Running play quickly for Sims, looking for the first down as he comes outside right tackle. And it will all depend on the spot if he got to the 37-yard line or not. And they're going to say what? First down. Got enough at the 37-yard line. So move the sticks. Another 1st and 10 for Houston. 2:10 and counting left here in the opening half. Mark it at the 38-yard line, actually. So a good spot for Sims. Keenum from under center. A tight end to either side. Stretch draw for Sims. Looking for room up the middle. Bounced off his own man and got across the 40 and out to about the 43-yard line before he'll go down. Tackle made there by Tim McGee. Had a little bit of help from Hudgens, the linebacker. 5-yard gain, 2nd down and 5 from the 42-yard line.
And I like seeing old 44 out there. Tyler Chambers, he's our freshman tight end, 6'4", 233. How exciting is he out there?
Back to pass, Keenum on 2nd and 5. Over the middle he goes. Has his man in Memphis territory. It's Tyron Carrier at the 47-yard line. Covered up by Duron Furr. But boy, Carrier he was so little there, I had to look twice to find out who had the football.
Exactly. Split the coverage right down the middle in the soft spot, and Case delivers a strike for the first.
Quickly on 1st and 10 for the 47. Over the middle they find Carrier again, and this time he is hit immediately. Brought down by Jamon Hughes, the middle linebacker. A short gain on the play. They'll mark it at the 38-yard line. It'll be second down, and they'll call it 6. Quickly, Keenum from under center. And now penalty markers are down. What do we got here? Penalty marker way in the back from the side judge. It would have been second down and 6 from the 38-yard line. And David Smith will tell us what's going on. Case wants an explanation. 5-yard walk-off against Memphis.
On the defense. Penalty is 5 yards. Still second down.
Well, they tried to make substitutions. And obviously had too many men on the field. Case is wondering why they just didn't let the play run out if that was it. But he's saying, boys, let's go. They got the 5-yard walk-off at 2nd and 1. Keenum has great protection. Near sideline carrier, 25-20, and steps out of bounds at the 19-yard line with 53 seconds to play.
Well, that's fantastic. Tyron knew exactly where he was, how far he needed to get, and what he needed to do to stop the clock.
So at the 19-yard line, Cougars in the red zone with 53 seconds and 2 timeouts. Plenty of time. 2 receivers to either side. They lead 35-14. Keenum has Sims to his right shoulder. He'll walk up to the line and call a new play. Play clock moving at 15 and counting, so he's got plenty of time. Gets a signal from Dana Holgerson. Now sets up. Running play for Sims over the left side. 15, 10, 5, and tripped up there. A touchdown saving tackle by Marcus Ball.
Well, if Marcus Ball doesn't make that tackle, he steps in the end zone, and a great draw play right up the middle. A good job by the offensive line.
Right back at the line, 1st and goal from the 5. Sims off the right side, touchdown! Charles Sims, his 2nd touchdown of the game from 5 yards out, and the Cougars just knife through the Memphis defense, racing down the field for 73 yards and another score, and it's 41-14.
Well, Tom, when you look at this Memphis defense, they've got their arms on their, they're kind of taking a deep breath, got their arms on their hips. Clearly they're tired. And so our offensive line, just fires off the ball, takes advantage of that. With 2 big running plays, we get the touchdown.
Hogan to try to tack on another point after. Keenum the holder, high snap. Case has got it down, and Matt's got it up and through the uprights. 40 seconds to play in the first half, and the Cougars have had themselves a first half. It is Houston 42 and Memphis 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plays to go 73 yards. And they take 1 minute and 54 seconds. Leaving 40 seconds for the Memphis Tigers here in period number 2. 42-14. And the Cougars, before that last drive, had 375 yards total offense. So you rack up another 75, so you're at almost 450 here in the first half. And 42 points.
42 points, and Charles Sims.
2 rushing touchdowns. Case Keenum.
Yeah.
4 touchdown passes.
Sims has a shot at running for more than 100 this.
That's only halftime. Yeah, Sims came into that drive with 52 yards. And had the last 2 carries for 19. Had 2 other rushes for 3. 5 is 7. Kickoff by Turner. Goes to Singleton at the 6-yard line, up the numbers. 15, 20, 25, and Mercer's got him at the 27-yard line. What a great special team day the senior out of Spring is having.
Boy, he really is. And, I look at the type of block that Memphis uses. They're trying to go with this big wall. They put 3 big offensive lineman types out there and try to put a wall on these guys, but they're only blocking 1 of our Cougar cover guys. They're burning 3 guys on 1. Mercer's so fast, he just gets around there and makes a tackle.
Officially, it's the 28-yard line for Memphis and Will Hudgens. They, too, have 2 timeouts remaining. 1st and 10, they trail 42-14. Running play for Pitts, looking to go up the middle across the 30 and out to about the 32-yard line, covered up there by David Hunter and C.J. Cavness. A gain of 4 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 6 if they want to run another play. They don't have to. Game clock is at 15 seconds. Memphis will get the second half kickoff. Tommy West may say, no sense us trying to kill ourselves here. We're going to go in the locker room. And so that'll be it for an exciting first half for your Houston Cougars. Let's go on the sideline for Chuck Brown.
Coach, great first half offense and defense. You got another 30 minutes of football to go. You got to come out with the same intensity the second half.
Yeah, we got to be able to complete drives. We got to keep our intensity level up, particularly on defense, and close games out.
All right, Coach. Good luck to you. All right, guys, back up to you.
All right, Chuck, thanks very much. So the Houston Cougars score on 6 of their 7 possessions. And they will take a 42-14 lead into the locker room here at halftime at Robertson Stadium. Our score, Houston Cougars 42, Memphis Tigers 14. The American Airlines halftime show comes your way after this from Chili's 2.